It's your boy RAYMOND, but you can call me Ray 3 Beats, and this is the Hood Adjacent Podcast. This is a podcast for people who didn't let their environment define themselves. For people that have broken boundaries and generational curses, but never forgot where they came from. The Hood Adjacent Podcast starts now.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy RAYMOND, but you can call me Ray 3 Beats, and this is the Hood Adjacent Podcast in collaboration with Peoria Fashion Week. And as you can see, we have some heavy hitters on this panel right now.
Hello, Central Illinois. It's always great to hear you. It's always great to see you, and it's great to be seen. Just wanted to kind of tell you how blessed I am to be here today with these two young men. I'm going to introduce this young man in just a second, but just again, it's always a blessing and beautiful to see good people in good places. So I'm going to get started really quickly with saying this young brother that I'm sitting next to right now was born in Hollis, Queens. I'm gonna date myself by looking at you by saying, you know what? Hollis, Queens, when I was growing up, is Run DMC. You ever heard of them?
Have I? I'm still confused about the young man part.
Hey, it's a state of mind. But this young man is J. Alexander Martin. He is the founder of FUBU. For us.
By us.
By us. And if you've not heard of that, then you must have had your head in the sand. And we're here today to help you take your head out of the sand. So there's a couple of things about what this young man has done. He is fully proficient, art and design, talking about accomplished author. I've got both of his books, and I mean, he is a serious business entrepreneur. He's also been in fashion. He's been in TV and films. You guys all know the films that he's been in. I'm sorry, that he has accomplished in and always influenced. He's also been in streaming, which is the For Us By Us network. Yeah. So if you've not been a part of that or not understood that, you've got to pay attention to that. I'm sorry, I'm taking over all your stuff.
Oh no, you're fine.
But
and they also got to know your name too, because you didn't say your.
Nobody cares about who I am. That's why I never do that. I'll say that my name is Leon Hendricks. I'm the news director for WEEK 25 News, NBC, Heart of Illinois, ABC. I'm a very humble person, and what I do, I enjoy being in the background, which is why I did not introduce myself. So for those who do know who I am, God love you. For those who don't, you're better for it. But a couple final things that I want to talk about this young man. First of all, thank you for your service as a Navy veteran.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
In Desert Storm. And the most painful part, which is being interviewed by two alphas, he also is a honorary member of Phi Beta Sigma. He kind of, that's what made my ears hot right there.
A little bit, yeah. So it's a whole lot of old, gold, and black on this panel right now.
I know. It's all good though. The Divine Nine, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the fact of the matter is, I wanted to make sure that everyone watching this podcast understands the importance of what he has done and how he impacts people that he doesn't even realize how many people he's impacted, because I had to figure out how to not wear my FUBU Fat Albert shirt.
Oh, I swear.
I had to put it back. My wife told me not to do that.
Yo, but you know you could have wore a FUBU suit. I digress.
Did he just do that to me? Did he just do that to me right now?
I was about to say I'm a tad bit younger than you guys, but for me, I used to have that.
I wanted to wear the suit because I enjoy wearing the clothing that I grew up.
I mean, look kind of sharp to me, man. Sure.
And my wife said, he's gonna judge you for wearing that window pane, that window pane pants.
No, look good to me, man. Look how you put that together, man.
Man, I sat up last night trying to figure it out. Like, okay,
you was a kid going to school, put that outfit up before school.
Man,
it's still fresh. Yeah, it's still fresh. So, yeah, man. Yeah.
I iron it. I don't iron. I'm like, wait a minute, what's happening here? So, I wanted to give a proper introduction for this young man before we started so that you guys had a little bit of background to understand why he's here and then the fact of us being a blessing for him and him being a blessing for us.
Absolutely.
To give us some time to talk, you know, how he got here and how his vision and how his mission and his values can help you to do what he did. That's going to be us for the next few minutes here. So I'm going to give it back to our podcast guy because he's sitting here saying, "Dude, you took over my stuff."
Oh no, you're all good. You're all good. So as he said, with FUBU is such an iconic like entity. Like even for me as a kid, wearing the full denim Fat Albert FUBU. Outfit and things like that, like it's always been, at least in my family, has always been a staple. So the question I wanted to ask is, when you got FUBU started, did you ever think that it would get as big as it is now?
100%. And again, if I had my other guys here, they would say no. They just figured it would just be, in a couple of stores and that's it. I already knew because I wanted to do this. I wanted to be in fashion. I went to FIT. I went in the Navy thinking I can be in fashion. I'm crazy like that. But I had a vision of what I wanted to do. Even when we first started the brand, Damon John, of course, created the name and created a hat and created had a designer create the logo, graphic designer create the logo. When I saw it, I was like, I could see more than what they could see.
Right.
So I took my money and I put it into the business and created and started and I'm what they call a creative director. So I basically had the ideas to do all that. So when you go to USPTO.gov, register a name, I registered for everything I could think of.
Oh wow!
Like everything. That's how.
So you were thinking ahead. You were thinking forward.
That I was thinking. I mean, from shoes to socks to everything.
That's absolutely.
So
amazing.
how many codes that was? It was ridiculous. But years later, when people tried to sue us, we was already in commerce because I had the aptitude and I was going to school and I was learning, the business as the time I was creating my business. And I did that thing. One reason why I did that is because, like I said, I knew what I wanted to do. I knew that this was something, and I just did whatever I had to do to keep it going.
That's amazing.
I got to jump in. So when you said you knew that there was an empty void that you had the forward thinking to fill. So was that empty void that that there was something people of color could not have, when it comes to fashion, when it comes to affordability, when it comes to, so that was your vision?
But the fundamental cause was the fact that there was nothing for us to actually purchase. We would purchase clothing and we'd wear whatever was out there. We didn't have anything that really was for us. You know what I mean? So that's in turn for us or by us. So again, an average man of color, we wear our hat a certain way. We like our pants to fit a certain way. The average person doesn't understand that. That's actually manufacturing, that's making the clothes. They just making clothes. Right? They don't know we want an inside pocket. They don't know we need a little more inseam. They don't know all that. But we know it because we're the customer. And that was the answer.
Wow.
That was the answer for everyone. Because again, if I put it together and you put it on, even in color, like I used Coca-Cola Red, Pepsi Blue. I use these things that we look at and see every day. And it just made people go, wow, I love this. Now, when we were black, like even with black had to be jet black. If it wasn't jet black, it's gray to me, right?
Makes sense.
White is white, and then there's off-white. Like everything had to match. It was perfect. If the off-white was an off-white, and then you had a white shirt, it didn't match. So there was certain things that I just knew because I grew up in it. And I went overseas a lot and through the military. So, I'm on a LPH-3 US Okinawa, and I'm on a huge carrier, which was a helicopter carrier. So I'm talking to people from Chicago. I'm talking to people from Utah. I'm talking to people from Arkansas. I'm dealing with people from New Jersey. And, you know, growing up, the world was no bigger than my block. So now I'm, you know, networking, if we want to use the word, especially being in the space we are in right now. This location, beautiful location it is.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And I'm networking and understanding why people like what they like.
Right.
Why people buy what they buy. And then I took all that back to home and came up with FUBU.
So at some point, somebody said to you, this ain't gonna work.
That doesn't matter. I'm gonna stop you there. That doesn't even matter. You can say that all you want.
So,
but
how did you get rid of the noise?
I didn't have to get rid of the noise.
Okay.
Because what the noise is doing is giving me things to think about. See, people look at, I don't like when people tell me, or I don't like when somebody says to me, you know, oh, they're hating. And I'm gonna use that in the same context. They're not hating, they're just telling you something they don't like. And it's worth it to you to listen, because what I need to do is as a conscious objective or a conscious advisor to my own self is go, how could I check off the boxes?
And so,
how could I check off the boxes to make everyone love what I'm doing?
And I'm sorry, Ray. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine.
I mean, because I'm listening to what you're saying, and because there are 1,000 young people that are watching us right now that are saying, how do I get that mentality to say I don't listen to the noise, because the noise is so loud telling you what you can't do?
Well, I'm gonna say something rude, and I really don't care. But for me, when someone comes up to me and says, hey, you know, talk about trying to be an entrepreneur and ask me questions about what I should do to be an entrepreneur, I literally want them to get out of my face. Why? Because the entrepreneur wouldn't ask that question. So you might just want to go off and be a worker. Because this is not for everybody. This is not for the faint of heart. You're the last person to get paid if you get paid. Everybody, all the responsibilities is on you, right? You can work this business and whatever you're trying to do for eons, and nothing happens, and then you're getting criticized by your family, or if you have a wife or kids or something like that. I happen to not have kids or a wife, so I'm off on my own. But I probably don't, because I'm working so hard, and I don't have a goal in mind. I have vision in mind. So what I'm doing never stops. To me, my goal is to get to that chair. Now I got to start over and find out what else to do. My goal, I don't have that. I can't even use the word. My goal, I have my vision. Okay. You know, because once you get to that chair, the chair is the object to get to that chair is to get to something else, to get to something else, to something else, right? So I just skip that goal part.
So I'm going to go back to where you're living right there, which is the goals are the goals, but how important is the plan? Well, because you got to have a plan. And
hold on.
I love it. See, this is where we are.
Hold on.
I love it.
You have to have a start. Because my plan was to go to, going to FIT. At the same time, I was working at Macy's, and my plan was to be a buyer. So if I said my goal and I put my plan next to it and I was supposed to be a buyer, then I would have never started FUBU.
Okay. That's pretty profound right there.
That's something for you as a kid who wants to do these things, or as a person who says, you know what, I'm 30, 40, 50 years old, and that I can still do these sorts of things.
Now, don't get me wrong. Some people need a plan.
For sure.
Some people need a goal. Right?
That's why we do this.
Yeah.
That's why we do
this.
this.
For everybody.
As you said a second ago, it's not for the faint of heart. This is not for the faint of heart.
If you're an entrepreneur, how I do it, and I'm pretty successful in what I've done. And again, I'm not telling anyone what to do. I'm just giving you another way to look at it. But you take what I say with a grain of salt, sprinkle into your life. Meaning, everything I say might not work for you, but maybe some will. But again, it's just another way to think about it. And I think that if people do that more, they'll be better off. Instead of being fixated and finited on someone's opinion or someone's goal that they did, and now you're chasing what they did to get you going. No, you can't chase someone's dream. That's their dream. You got to do what you do it. I always tell a story about how I bought a Porsche. Sorry, I'm not. Just, it is what it is. I bought a Porsche.
You're right, because I don't have a Porsche.
So I ain't got Porsche money either.
I'm right here. So you know what? I'm getting a Porsche.
But I'm saying it to make. I'm saying once it gets to the end, you'll get. Oh wow. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I bought a Porsche. I didn't know how to drive the Porsche. Right. I also wrote a book. Money Makes Me Crazy. That's part of me buying the Porsche. But that's another one. And you have 4 books. My 5th one is coming out.
I want to get
next month.
Yeah, we want to get into that.
You said 2. But I just wanted to throw that part out there.
And I told him to correct me backstage here, and that's why I said 2. He said, you know what, 4. All right.
But back to the story. So I'll try to make this quick, brief.
We got time.
So I'm driving, right? And I don't really know how to drive a stick. So my girlfriend had taught me how to drive a stick in Manhattan. Now Manhattan is stop and go, stop and go. So how many clutches later, I finally got it. So I'm driving back from Washington, D.C. I finally got it. I got the shift change. I'm doing 100-something easy. I know I'm doing 100-something. I'm not even looking, but I'm getting it. I got it. Yay. I said, cop. I'm like, got me. Got him. I'm like, all right. So in my mind, I'm such a good person. I said, all right, he got me. I'm not even going front. I'm not going to keep going. I pulled over.
Right.
I pull over. He keeps going. Now he's looking for me. I know he's looking for me. And he's probably like, where did this guy go? He was going that fast. And I'm sitting there like dumbfounded while the cop kept going looking for me. So then I get back on, and then it's like 4 or 5 cars in front of me. And I'm moving over a little bit. I'm looking. I could see him trying to, like, going back and forth, trying to figure. Then he wound up going off the lane, right? Going off because he couldn't find me. You know, I got away. So I'd had a big ticket, right? So then I keep going. But that made me think. Go your own lane. You can't tell me about what I'm doing because you don't know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I'm ordained to do what I'm doing. God put in my spirit for what I'm doing. So how are you going to catch me if I'm over here? I'm not. Now you can catch me if I'm behind, if I'm going like this, and then I go around you.
Right.
But what if I'm over here and I'm going my own way? You can't tell me about this way.
That's your way.
Like create your own
way.
Create your own
Create
lane.
your own.
That is.
And build it while you come. Excuse my French. Build while you come. While it's happening. So now, granted, only thing you can tell me is that fundamentally this is what it is. But as far as being creative, we have a creativity and being creative into what you're doing, because that separates every business. How you being creative and how you get into that customer.
So from this perspective, how were you able to create your lane, stay in that lane, but yet bring so many people into? I mean, because so many people understand your lane. And
success begets everything. And you got to understand, when we started so young, you know, again, you can have a naysayer, but again, what does that really matter? Because it's almost like the old adage of me going to school and went to FIT, Fashion and Technology, and I'm failing the classes. But I'm actually working a business at the same time, and it's working, and I'm using those answers, and I'm failing the classes. And I wound up dropping out because the business got more demanding. And in the end, you know, of course, I went back and spoke, you know, maybe 3 or 4 times at that school, and I probably deserve an honorary degree. But, you know, you're a product of what you're doing. And I'm a type of guy that just keep going. Now, some people need to stop, but again, that's just me. And again, I just give people my insight on how I think. I just think differently because a lot of people are programmed within a state or within a country or within a business or within a group, within whatever, to just keep doing perpetually the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. I step out of that and do what I need to do and do what I want to do or what God put on my spirit to do. And I can really care less about what you're doing.
How does it make you feel to see you being in your lane and doing what you're saying and what God put you here to do, and to realize how many people felt like they were in the same lane as you because FUBU is still out there.
It's still, yeah, I was about to say, it's still a huge entity.
You got a network, and because of your lane, you have widened that lane to have so many people in it that now we are sharing your lane. That's gotta have you say, you know what, man, listen, I'm doing something right.
Again, I'm not a vain person, so I'm not feeding off of that. I'm more appreciative than anything. I mean, if I see somebody wearing a shirt or something, we used to call it one time. And it's almost like every time we see somebody, it's almost like the first time. And I'm the type of guy, like if I see a celebrity, I will say what's up to them before they say something to me. Or even if it's not a celebrity, somebody I know, I'll say something. So I don't have that air about myself. That
you should.
That no, actually, it depends. Maybe listen, I can. Some people say, you need to be more. Yo, look what I've done. Look what I've done. But I haven't finished. So, because I don't have a goal to finish to say, look what I did, or look what I've done. So I'm constantly keep going. So what my thinking is, whatever I'm doing now, it's not even for me. It's for everyone else. So I'm looking to go to my next destination, wherever, when I die, because I'm just working for everyone else. It's not about me.
And that humbleness is a rarity. So that's something I definitely appreciate, because not a lot of people that are at the caliber that you are can say that they can do that, which, like, listening to you talk about that, I think that's absolutely amazing.
I mean, I've heard that before. Maybe I just kind of act like it's not true. And again, if we sit and talking with us, we sit and talk with us. Let's just talk within ourselves. And if it's not, just know that it is in one person, I guess. I don't know. But I'm not one to, that's me. Hey, we're on a holiday weekend, Easter, and I'm here celebrating with y'all. So that's what it is. You know what I mean?
That is it.
And I want you to kind of soak this in, and that my brother Ray is in one generation that I ain't in. And you have literally you have impacted from where I am to where he is, to the point where we're both almost like in awe. So I mean, come on, man. Because you gotta say it.
Yeah, because because I know that you're humble, but you are an absolute statement, not only in the black community, but in the hip hop community.
I'm weird?
No.
Funny acting?
No. I love the fact that you. I do love the fact that you're humble, but it's also one of those things. Being a creator and influencer, looking and being able to talk to you and be like, wow, like. You're so down to earth.
He don't understand that I call myself old. Did anybody say that? We talking about
you're a little old. I'm about to say you're a little. You got a little gray hair,
I couldn't listen. I cut my hair off before I got here. I was the one I'm the smart one, I guess. Yeah. I'll take that one.
Yeah, I got like 2 or 3, but I'm not where you at right now. Yeah, I got 2 or 3, but.
All right, we're going right. This is how we go off the rails. So we need to bring it back.
But anyway,
you ain't sliding left. That's old. We didn't know nothing about sliding left, slide to the right. Wait, which one is it? It's like right to the left or the right? I'm not sure.
Slide to the left.
Slide to the left. But that's what it is. But being able to impact.
There's young people out there that's looking at me. Did I do it right? Slide to the left. Slide to the right. I don't know. Yeah, we got a studio audience to help me. I think that's what they did on purpose.
I don't know.
But like I was saying, for me being a millennial close to older Gen Z, like us being able to, like the impact that FUBU still has for us, because I still see it to this day, and like it's
I'm still working,
man, like and being able to get FUBU at a point, especially like the baseball, the jerseys. Oh man, if you had one of those, you was at the skating rink. Oh, you were absolutely you were that. Yeah,
I heard it was expensive way back then. I heard. I didn't know.
It was affordable for me because I still got my. Well, I'm gonna go with the fact that it's longevity, because I bought mine 20 years ago and I still wear it. And I'm telling folks, look, where'd you get that from? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I
should market it a little bit better, but I don't. I'm like, you can't find this no more.
I walked into a liquor store. This was like a week ago.
Was I in there?
Nah, you wasn't there.
Okay,
but,
thank goodness.
I don't know what nationality he was, but he said, "Hey, man," I was wearing a FB sweatshirt, and I was like looking at me. Okay, what you keep looking at me for? Like, but he's looking. I mean, in New York, you don't look people like that. We got issues.
Yeah. You don't want to.
There's something coming after that.
Yeah, little glimpse, like you keep moving.
Issues, right? So shout out to that, but the guy says, "Man, where'd you get that from?" I'm like, I don't know how do I answer this question? My warehouse? I don't know. So, but I'm letting him go on. He's like, "Man, I used to live in Germany, and that shirt was $500." I was like, "Where?
Was it?"
Yeah, it was $500. I'm like, so now I want to hear more. So I'm playing dumb, and which is really hard to do for me.
Let him tell.
That was a joke.
I got it.
So long story short, he's just telling me all about how it was really great and big in Germany and all that sort of stuff. So then I kind of stop him now because he's really going really in. And he's like, "Man, I wish I could find one." And it's like, yo, we have a lot of stuff still in stores, or you can go online, you can buy it. Oh, he's like, "Oh my God, really?" It's like, "Man, what do you do?" I said, "I own it." Nah, he's really struck. Now I'm like,
did the conversation
Nah, he was just just dumbfounded because, I mean, in New York, anybody could walk in, anybody could walk. That's just ways of New York. You never know, who you're going to meet or who you're going to bump into, and we all don't really have an air to ourselves, because you can't, because there's so many of us that have done. I mean, to make it New York, you can make it anywhere. They say that, and it's still, I believe it still stands, because it's just so hard and it's so expensive and so everything. So you are trained and pushed to be at the top level. And if you can't even get to top level, your top level, GDP per se is bigger than the average state per se. Even if you go to New Jersey or you go beyond, I'll leave it at that. That's something that I'm glad you said that, because for our audience here, I don't understand what it's like to be in New York versus New Jersey. What we're looking at is like, so many people that have been in Peoria say, "I don't fool around in these Peoria. It's too far from me."
Right.
So I mean, and that's the thing, which is
but the funny thing about it, here's the not having an understanding of your surroundings, not even just here, but New York's attitude, or New York sometimes. Even though a lot of us get away, a lot of us don't get away. It's funny, when I said I was coming to Peoria, they were like, "Oh man, you going overseas?" And I was like, I kind of like, I'm like, yeah, I don't like to lie. So seriously, I really don't like to lie. So I'm like, man, should I go against myself and lie? But then let it go on, because this is gonna be funny. This is funny. And I said, not Peoria.
You got your passport?
Right.
I'm like, never mind, man.
No, I mean, And
Because if I lived here, I'd be like, yeah. That's where I'm from.
we are proud people in Peoria, man.
No, I listen. In the car ride here, I heard some stories that I didn't know about. So I've been put on.
And also that you felt put on. I, along with Ray, feel put on that you came to Peoria.
Right.
Bro, I've been here 5, 6, 7 times.
You know?
Yeah.
I've been here.
So
I ain't never been in this room, but I've been here.
So that makes us happy. Just, to
I
be
lost
that
money
type
at the
of people.
casino, just like everybody else.
Yeah,
So that's a few of my tax dollars that I got to pay. So we come on back.
and we're actually really appreciative of that because me and Leon can attest to this because we not only from Peoria, but we came from the same city.
Hometown,
Same hometown, Harvey, Illinois.
A very small suburban city of Chicago that gets absorbed by the Chicago reputation. Which where you from? We just end up.
We just say Chicago, yeah. So, but you being able to not only come here but like know about us, it definitely speaks volumes to Peorians because. Like a lot of people, our city gets overlooked a lot. So you, at the level that you are, being able to not only know this place, but being here 5, 6 times, like it's, for me at least, very appreciative of that.
Well, I mean, it's the Europe of the Midwest. Just start saying that.
I like that.
I just gave y'all a nickname.
The Europe of the Midwest. All right.
I don't even know what to say.
I'll take it. Hey,
I'm not taking that.
You not taking it? I'll take it. I don't know.
Hey, you listen, you be somewhere and you be like, this gonna work.
I gotta take it from him.
I'm gonna try it out. It's gonna work.
He got billions with a B. I'm part of the Europe of. What? Say it again.
It's the Europe of the Midwest.
Europe and the Midwest.
I'm right. Wait a minute.
You gotta write that down. Write that down real quick.
I'm taking over here. Let me write that back down.
Write that down.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I got Virgil over there. Virgil, write that down. If you don't know Virgil in Peoria, Virgil.
Everybody knows.
Nobody even knows his last name. It's just Virgil. He's the oldest young brother I ever met. But
I actually have a quick question for you. I was doing my research, and along with
hopefully yours is better than mine.
Well,
corrected me at least 3 times so far.
As a kid, like I said, FUBU fanatic, we had it. I had that on. So,
yes, sir.
What made you? Because I see that you have the For Us by Us network. What made you go into the lane of media and streaming and TV networks?
So, like everything, we look. Our fundamental business model is to scale, right? And when you scale, because it's for us by us, if you have a hat, you need a shirt, t-shirt. If you need a t-shirt, you need an undershirt. If you need an undershirt, you need pants. If you need pants, you need a belt. If you need pants, you need underpants. If you need underpants, you need socks. If you need socks, you need sneakers. If you need sneakers, you need shoes. If you need shoes, you need a suit. If you need a suit, you need another belt. You need a belt, you need a collared shirt. You're constantly always building, right? So with that being said, there's a thing, a lot of times in our business, marketing changes and different ways of marketing changes. So he who controls media controls the world. I realized that at an early time or early business, in my business acumen, early time. So I figured in 2005, if everyone it's all about music videos, then the next thing I found out was streaming was coming along. So I jumped into that super early. So what's that gonna do for me? One, now I have my own platform where I can produce movies, I can put movies out, I can do commercials, and now I can advertise within my own ecosystem. So you have to control your whole ecosystem. And then grow within your ecosystem, but you grow at a pace where you need, or the business makes you go.
Okay.
Right? So that's my vision. The vision is not necessarily that I'm not that smart. I'm that smart or that creative. The vision is what the consumer drives me to do.
Okay.
Or what I need.
Right.
Because consumers gonna tell you what you need. It's just if you can listen. So it's funny. I go to clubs in New York, and they call me when I'm in there. They get on the mic, and you hear somebody say sneakyman.com. And that's the code name that I'm there. Why? Because I'm there and I'm just looking and I'm absorbing what people wearing. I done scoped out what everybody's wearing in this entire room. I done scoped out every painting, every picture, the way the light falls off that wall over there, everything. I call it nosy, but I'm a professional nosy person.
A professional nosy person.
Because I'm absorbing what's going on. If I don't do that, then I don't know what's gonna happen next.
Okay.
Right? That's reading. Fundamentally, what they say back in the days, if you put something in a book, right? Trust me, nobody's gonna see it because nobody's gonna read it.
Nobody's gonna read it, yeah.
Right? Reading, observing, watching television, watching the news, watching documentaries, writing, your own writing. Just all of the things that can help spark your mind or advance the cause of what you're doing. And sometimes you got to think outside the box, right? Sometimes once you create your box, you have to think outside that box because you won't be able to expand.
Right.
Now, what happens in social media, social media dictates, and you'll see somebody and they'll get 1 trillion likes on something that they heard, they think they know, but they don't really know. But what that is the answer to the test, but they can't prove their work. So for me, I expand my mind. I'm always looking for the next thing, and I'm always trying to create the next thing, right? But creating the next thing is not necessarily me, because you can't recreate a shirt. A shirt is a shirt is a shirt. But how I do it is what the graphic is, or
the design,
texture, or design, or what the logo looks like, or the texture, or whatever is what. But how do I know that's the next thing that people are going to love? One, you think of right now as military, right? Or you think of, I was in a marketing meeting once. Not meeting, a marketing forum once. A bunch of us at the table. These guys are the biggest marketers from all over, and I'm sitting at the table. And it's like maybe if there was 10 black people in that entire room. And I'm talking, and I'm at the table, and I guess I'm the honorary black guy at my table. And we're talking. I know what I've done. I know what I've marketed. We're probably one of the best marketers in the world. What we've done is in textbooks, so I can quote that. And I'm in 7 museums.
Ooh,
and I have a wax figure myself. So obviously I'm good at what I do. No, that's not a flex. It's just the real. It's just real.
Right.
It's not a flex unless you just, it's real. So I say that to say, they were telling us that data runs everything. And the problem, you can get caught up in data because, yes, you do have to look at the data, right? But there's something that data doesn't even tell you. It's instinctually in you. So, for instance,
That's what I want to hear. Exactly where you're about to go.
I used the analogy of data will tell you blue is not going to work in April. All right, y'all go ahead and use that data then. And I said, well, Nipsey Hussle just died. I'm doing blue. And I'm doing red. They say, blue and red won't work in April. And I'm doing blue and I'm doing red. And they're looking like I'm crazy. Why? Because Nipsey Hussle just died. So now everybody is going to wear, blue.
The blue, yeah.
But they don't know that because they're looking at the data. They don't know
the audience.
That's the culture.
I've lived, right. They don't know the culture. Just like, go way back to when we did, the LL commercial, when he's wearing the guy commercial where he's saying forced bias on the low. They don't even know what forced bias on the low, forced bias meant. But it's like, oh, it sounds great. Yeah, that raps. Go. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not engulfed in the culture, that's what drives it. So just never. I told people just never get too caught up in the data.
That's one of the most important things that people don't understand, because research and data and all these things, they drive.
Here's the data.
Everything.
Here's the data. Data traditionally, New York, we don't buy Pepsi. Right? Mm-hmm. Traditionally, Coke. Midwest, South, they ain't touching Coke. So you're not getting the Coke. You better bring a case.
Getting the Pepsi, yeah.
Right? But now, it's switching up. Because now, they've been pouring so much money into Pepsi, and Pepsi's starting to catch up. Because now some places don't do Coke products, only do Pepsi products. So it changes. But you need to know when it changes. But then it's not even just that, it's why. Why don't they so nobody looks at the why. Why didn't not just because the distribution, that's what you're gonna say. Traditionally, the data says because they don't know, but why? Why didn't that happen? Why did we like Coke more than Pepsi? Because Pepsi was available, but why did we like it? That's what we have to start. That's what cultural.
And it is a nebulous why.
Right.
Wow.
How much time do we have, Ray? Are we killing you?
No, you're fine. We still got a few minutes to chop it up and.
Okay. Because now we've talked a lot about how we got here, but I also want to talk about the network, about relationships. Because no person's going to do everything by themselves. So how did you put together the network that you put together to make all this together, and how important is it that you have people that? Because I'm gonna be honest about me. I say I surround myself with people that are smarter than me. That's how I got here. So, how important is a network?
See, no offense.
Oh no, man, right? I take it. No.
I heard that, and I heard that in a book. I heard people say that's some book they read, and that's what they said. I see that on the internet. That's what it said. But what does that really even mean? That point, right? It's not about, to me, it's not about somebody that's smarter than me. It's about somebody that's doing the job, right? Somebody that's can do something doing something that I can't do, right? To give me time to be able to do something that I can do. So in my business, as far as the network is concerned, I have a gentleman that's great. His name is Rush Roberto Evans. That's great at production. I don't produce. I can't. I can do it, but I can't do it like him. But
is that the same dude that we heard from? That I heard from Eric B. and Rakim?
No. Oh yeah, he has the show. Yes, he has that show. Yes, he does. And
same dude. You hear names and all over the place, and so this guy he's got all the connections. So old people rolling with Rush.
Right. So you find or you find someone. If I don't, okay, so I have a driving service, right? I put together the business of it, but I can't stand driving, right? So you need someone that can drive. That's how I pick a business partner. I don't pick it because it's not about more than me. I know a little bit about everything. There's nothing you can tell me that I haven't done or haven't been a part of. So that's what I like to do, because I don't want nobody to come and try to get over me. Like when websites, remember years ago when websites were big and it was like, oh my God, I learned how to create my own website. So you can't jerk me.
Right, exactly. You gotta understand so that that nobody gets over on.
Right. But there's someone that's actually went to school for technology, for that particular technology. Yeah, I'm gonna partner with them. But they need what I need, you need what I need, and then we come together.
So that we all get what we
come together, and we all get what we need. Right.
So I have a question about that. So when it comes to that, when do you know that you're gonna need help? Because honestly, listen to what you're saying. I'm one of them people that okay, if I need something done, I'm gonna learn how to do it by myself and kind of like wear myself out. So how do you know like when you need to like have more people on your team or network with more people? How do you know?
Well, when you tired of being a solopreneur.
A solopreneur?
Yeah, when you tired,
Right,
when you
that's doing it
tired,
by
when you
yourself.
tired of your little hobby. No, I'm saying it's disrespectful for a reason, because what happens with us, and again, it's no offense.
I'm bringing it all in.
I'm making a point.
I'm taking it all
for
in.
the viewer. I'm making a point for the viewer. When you tired of your little hobby and you ready to get outside of that, and you ready to scale, you will know, because when someone comes to you with a contract and says, "Well, I want you to do A, B, and C," and you can't do it because now you're standing there and you haven't made the transition from A to B. Now you start making, if you make less than $10,000, it's still a hobby.
That less than $10,000.
Let that sit.
$10,000.
Yo, let
That's
that
a hobby.
sit.
That's a hobby.
Let that sit.
Well, I'm in New York, so $10,000.
I'm about to say, yeah, that's in New York. That ain't
nothing.
Yeah,
That's a month's
So that's
rent.
why I go back. That's why I go back to New York, where it's different. So we're challenged to go so high
That's so hard.
and it's ridiculous. So when you can come to other places and just go relax, because your best is not even half of what I have to do. It's the great. But which is great is because what was the great migration of the South going to the North? Now it's, to me, I think business-wise, it's the great migration going backwards.
Yeah, going
taking
back to the
what
South.
you're learning and then going back there and feeding it more. Because per capita, there's more of us here that we need to all assimilate with and bring up.
Yep.
Wow.
Teach the man to fish.
Wow.
Don't give him a fish. So you take that
So when I
information
come
and take
here,
it back to that.
so when I get an invitation to come here, I can come here and just, I'm with my people.
I love that. To
I'm
take
just
a
like,
deep and your deep breath.
You see how relaxed I am when I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're not uptight. You just look. Yeah.
But again, the proof isn't what I'm saying, because I'm not. You see, you could tell, like, what? You're just this. I'm like, man, listen, man. Man, where's the pork, man? Let's get some pork. What we doing here, man?
Right.
Finish this up. Get some pork. You know what I mean?
And so this.
But you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely know what you mean, and I hope that.
Wait,
go
the
ahead.
guy, I said, I think I told you. No, we were talking, and I said it was distillery something. I forgot who was I talking. Oh, the driver. He said, oh, distillery. I said, oh, we gonna get some beer?
Listen,
No, it's not distillery like that. It's a place. Oh. But we don't get beer?
we can.
We got it. We definitely got it.
When the red light goes out, we can talk about that. But yes, but the understanding is there, and I'm
just telling you how relaxed.
And I'm hoping that everybody who's watching this is realizing and understanding that this is a conversation, but I'm hoping that you're getting the message that's in it. And so, and that's what's most important, that you can do it. You can do it.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
I'm arguing with him right now.
No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, I say it that way because when somebody comes up to me and says, hey, what did you do? It don't matter what I did. It doesn't matter what I did, because what matters is what you're doing.
What you're doing.
Because I did mine already, right? And I did mine in a time, and still doing it, when you didn't have computers. You didn't have all this CADs. You didn't have the Google. You didn't have, I can get the answer in 2 minutes. But again, that's you getting the answer to the test again, but you can't prove your work. So you don't know. Now you got to go back. Well, that didn't happen this way. So now I got to go back to look at it again. No. But I fundamentally went through it all. So that's why I have a different mindset than the average person. And again, that mindset won't resonate beyond what they see and hear, which are the easy answers.
So,
because if it was easy, everybody would be
doing it.
Right.
So essentially, from what I'm getting from this conversation is you have to create your own lane. Don't do what other people are doing. And I think that's really profound because, like, this isn't the first time that I've heard this from somebody successful that's actually doing it.
Right.
Like, being able to hear it from somebody that has a multi-million-dollar, business.
And I'm not even looking at it in that perspective of me having that's a given. I have that.
Mm-hmm.
But you doing your business, that's it. Like, forget about looking at what I'm doing or looking at my numbers or talking about my numbers. You can get there, right? But that shouldn't be what you're trying to get. You should just be thinking of scaling your business, right? And add it on to your products, right? Or add it on to your services if it's a service business. That's what you should be thinking about because the money's going to come.
Just adding on and perfecting your craft.
But the thing is, like, a lot of times, our mindset is, I don't want to say it's small, but I may have to say that just to put a stark reminder in our head, right? That we, as business people, right, the for us by us part and the strength of for us by us is for us to all work within our ecosystem to build us to where we have the I'm looking over way over there. What's that? Jimmy John's?
Mm-hmm. John's.
That's John's, or that's our franchise.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what's that? Healthcare, OSF healthcare. That's our healthcare, but it started from here. And the problem with us is that we are so busy looking at it should happen tomorrow and not putting in the time. That OSF started years ago.
In somebody's garage.
It started years ago, and we took the time to keep going. But we on and off it to give the backbone to keep going.
To believe in it.
To believe in what each other's doing. So now we all sitting back with $20 million businesses, $50 million businesses, $100 million businesses, and I'm sitting in the room with everybody. We all just sit back laughing, and I'm like, "Yo, what's up with your boat? Now, let me borrow it, because you got a 50-footer. Oh, I need to borrow your planes. Mine's in the shop. Why can't I do that?"
Mm-hmm. That is the ultimate unanswered question.
No, I came here. I left at 2 o'clock. 2 a.m. in the morning. Why didn't somebody send me a plane? I'm lost.
Yeah, that's a true story.
Oh, yours was in the shop too?
I'm about to say,
that mindset. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes. And that
but we only can have that mindset if we all supporting each other.
And we believe it.
Yeah.
And we're all going to take the time for the steps. You have to go through the steps. You can't cheat work. It knows who's working.
I get it.
You can't cheat work. No, it knows it's working. That is. You have been dropping a lot of gems. I've just been keeping in my mental Rolodex.
Everybody wants to be famous, but nobody wants to put in the work. Good.
Well, another one I use a lot is and I'm sorry I'm gonna have to curse because that's.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay, listen.
Right, it's not gonna be on my
You can
tape.
beep it out.
We wouldn't have to worry about the FCC.
Whatever.
Only he has to worry about the FCC.
What's the one? I say everybody looks at the shiny object, right? And they attract to the shiny object, but nobody gives a fuck about how that shit got shiny, right? Nobody looks at the work,
like how it got that way.
It's like, I want that. I just want to be shiny. No, but you know what comes with being shiny? You know how long I had to shine? I had to dust it off, and I got calluses, my hands.
Rain
like
comes, rust,
you know
all
what I'm
that
saying?
kind of
Like
stuff you had to fight.
holiday,
making that coal into a diamond.
Yeah. I'm not sitting at home, right? I'm here working. I'm here doing a podcast. I'm here, with the people. My sacrifice, your sacrifice. What is your sacrifice?
So everybody sees the finished product.
And a lot of times, too, people look for the easy way, or look for the way. Oh well, I don't know how to do all that. Let me just
cut a corner,
right? Or look, but they innately look for the corner when they have so much, their abilities, and they have so much potential, and you go in there looking at the easy way.
You know how to do long division. Why you looking for a calculator?
Right, why you looking for a calculator? God puts this beautiful spirit or these talents into you, and you over there trying to do the easy way. So what you gonna get? Just this. But if you put it in perspective and you really said, look, I have this and I could grow this. But the reason why we all not growing is because we don't want to grow. All we want to do is sit back and get on social media and put up a picture.
Listen, we should. This is what we should have started. It took us a while to get here, but here's where we are right now. This is the meat of what we should have been saying. 20 minutes ago? Come on, man, preach that.
And you're happy because you got likes. And what is that? Oh, you got some likes. What are you gonna get? Internet bucks? Now. With social media, yes, you can, you get enough views, you can make money. So now you got got stuck into that. But that whole mindset led you to nowhere. So now you think you have what are you? Oh, I'm a content provider. I'm a content provider. I'm a content
creator.
Yeah, creator.
I'm an influencer. Yeah. No, man, it's not a job. It's not a vocation.
I almost got up and walked away just in support of what he said. That's what people aspire to be.
That's a hustle. Now, if you took that, right, and you made it a marketing business, now we're talking.
Be an actual influencer. Be what you want to be and take it to that next level.
Who's your clients? Jimmy John's. OSF Healthcare. Those are my clients.
Every dollar has a purpose.
And they pay me $1 million a year. My business $1 million a year. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out.
Yeah.
That mindset is for us, by us.
I like that. The for us, by us mindset. That is.
Well, again, I have a book called The Strength of For Us, By Us. That's what that, entails.
I love it.
How much you'll do?
Well, I was about to say we're just about out of time. We're just about out of time, but I really,
version 2,
man, because I've been just listening and absorbing like everything that you've been saying, just because like being able like doing my own thing, that's cool, but like learn that just hearing it from somebody that has their own lane, like telling me like, hey, create your own lane. That's something powerful. And I hope my hood adjacent fans, my hood adjacent people actually hear and listen to what he is saying. Like that is very important. Even I got something out of it. Like, and it was absolutely amazing.
Everybody
for you
should
to
have
be
taken
here.
something away from this. So
Man.
God love you for what you do. Thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate you.
Listen, man. I thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And did you want to shout out your social medias and everything?
Social media. Or listen, if you still have a website, you still go on the internet, whatever. You can go to the letter J, alexandermartin.com, and it has all of my social media handles. But if you don't feel like doing that and you just want to go exactly what you want, Instagram is the letter J, Alexander Martin. So sorry, J. Alexander Martin. And if you can just type in J. Alexander Martin, regardless, all my social medias are like that. The only one that says period is the Instagram. But just go to J. Alexander Martin, type my name in, and then you can find all my socials.
Old people like me just Google them. That's what I found.
Well, you know what's funny? I always make a joke.
He did all that. I didn't understand
Man,
nothing.
just listen. I ain't got no time.
No, we got it. I was about to say the younger generation. We got what he said. We got it. We got it.
They take that like offensive, whatever. But man, whatever.
Man, that's what you do.
We got it.
My generation, that's what you do. Go ahead and Google them. You get everything that you need to get. I mean, you could choose whatever you want to get from it.
I'm about to say,
and it's all out there.
Just follow me. Just follow me.
Yeah, I'm about to say, my generation, we need that at for sure. Like we.
I don't even know what he meant following. I mean, I gotta walk with you outside. I don't know what following means. I don't know what that means. Old people just Google them.
Yeah. But anyway, special thank you to.
I don't know where he wanted me to go. Follow him.
Thank you. This was very impactful. Also, thank you, Leon, for being a part.
Appreciate you, man. It was
thank you, WEJ.
I'm gonna make you feel better. So like one time, so the guy's talking to me, younger guy's talking to me. We're talking back and forth, and I say something. He says, "Say less." What?
You never heard her say less?
Yo, say less. So now I'm like,
What you telling me to shut up? What you doing?
Wait a minute.
no, G.
Wait, say less.
So my guy, because I got my guys, they like,
What do you say?
They think because they see me getting up, they're like, okay, something's going on. Yo, he say less. It's okay, meaning.
You're right.
So
You
it's
good.
over. The conversation's over. You don't have to say anything else.
Ooh, he saw the New York come out.
Yeah,
I'm like,
wait a minute.
yeah.
You start using
I get it. I've been there. I'm there every day. I'm just letting you know I've been there.
I say young terminology a little different now. It's just a little
I
different.
need my nephew over there. They said that stuff to me. I was cursed when I just said that. Just say that.
Dang, he said. So he
You
said.
can say something they don't know.
Yeah.
This is the longest I've gone without cursing in quite some time.
So he
congratulations.
he said say less, and the New York came out you a little bit. Just ooh.
Like what? But he said, yo, say less.
He said, wait a minute.
Wait, whoa.
Go ahead and enjoy it. We start drinking, man. That's what we need to do.
But anyway, thank you to Distillery Labs for letting us use this venue.
sir.
Also, thank you
everybody.
to Peoria Fashion Week, Chanel and Ezra Murray.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Without them, none of this
Yes.
interview would be possible at all. Give them a hand.
Oh, wait, can she come over real quick?
Yeah.
Just come on. It's too late now. We
Yeah, you
already
here
asked
now,
you.
so-
You're right. Right. Matter of fact, you can
I'm
just
gonna
sit.
make the young one get a.
Yep.
Right. Good. I just
I
need
gotta
to
be a
stand up
gentleman.
so my
I gotta be
knees
a
will
gentleman.
Okay, for a second. Just sit in this little chair.
But yeah, special thank you to
I
Chanel.
guess at this time she's going to talk about, just your turn to talk about what's going on.
Today's the last day for Peoria Fashion Week. You can get tickets on the website still, peoriafashionweek.com, or you can buy them at the door. Make sure you're there. Doors open at 5. Come to our vendor fair. We have about 16 vendors there. Come shop locally. Support local businesses. Also, show starts at 7. So see you guys tonight. 4 Points Hotel, 500 Hamilton Avenue.
God bless Central Illinois.
And
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
somehow
ma'am.
you don't see this and it's over tomorrow or the next day. You don't see this, right? Next year, when you coming, everybody's coming back again.
We all will be here.
again, and you come back next year. But if not, still support your local businesses.
Absolutely.
He'll be here next year too. So that's a commitment that we just heard. So, all right, everybody.
Yeah.
You guys just see him look at me like, what
Just the confused look.
what the whole heck? But he didn't say what the whole heck.
Listen,
Say less.
I'll try. Now, I won't use my thing where, yo, why you late? Because I ain't want to come. No, I'll try.
That's a definite maybe.
Depends.
That's a maybe. It's definitely maybe. But anyways, this has been another episode of the Hood Adjacent Podcast. Make sure you follow us on all social medias. And follow me, RAYMOND, but you can call me Ray, the number 3 Beats on all social media platforms. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been another episode of the Hood Adjacent Podcast. Without further ado, we are out. Peace, y'all.